Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello and welcome to Rahman Digital Production. This is lecture number 89 of mathematics, and in today's lecture we are going to discuss question number 9. Before solving the question number 9, let us move our focus to the software. Dear learner, this is the software. Now understand the question. Construct a triangle ABC such that AB is equal to 9.4. We will take the half of that, and here I am drawing a line which is equal to 4.7. Here it is. So we are labeling it as AB. Here I am writing A, and here I am writing B, and in my case I am writing 4.7 centimeter. Now our next job is to draw an angle of 60 degree. So here it is 60 degree, and we have to mark it as 60 degree. Yes, now we have to draw a straight line from this location, and it will be of any length. Next one is to measure the angle of here, which is 8.8. So due to that restriction I am drawing it 4.4 and then locking it, putting it here, and then I am drawing an arc, removing this, and then drawing a straight line which is connecting this point of intersection of arc and the B line. Let us label it as C. So this point will be C. We drew it as 4.4 centimeter. So we are labeling it. Now next job is to measure this area. So for that particular purpose we are doing what? We have to measure B and C, and for that I am introducing this again, this scale ruler, and let us measure it, that what is this line. So be very precise. A small error can generate a lot of headache for you. So when you are measuring the thing, you must be very much precise. So it is not in your hand. So that is why I am taking it as 3.9. So 3.9 is this area. Let us write 3.9 centimeter, or you can take it 4 centimeters. So this is the smallest side, because the question is saying measure and write down the size of the angle facing the shortest side. Shortest side, you can see that it is 3.9, and the angle facing to it is this one. So we have to measure this, and we have to bring this one. So you can see that it is with me almost 51. So let us write it to be 51 degree. Because my eyesight is not working correctly, so might be there is a small error, but it is quite acceptable by the CIE as well, because whenever they are checking, giving papers for checking, they also giving the answers, and they are giving a range of answer, especially in case of geometry, that if the answer is in between these two values, it should be considered as correct one. So point 1, point 2, point 3, that is quite acceptable, but not large one. Large difference will give you no credit. Okay, next they are saying in the B part, construct the angle bisector of BAC. So let us first construct the angle bisector of this BAC. So here I have no, here I have to lock it. So here I am, this needs a bit uh, of practice when you want to be very much precise. So you know how to draw an angle bisector. So I am just going to tell you that how you can construct an angle bisector, and let us now draw a straight line from here which is cutting this at S. So let us label it, this angle bisector is cutting BC. We have to find the value of CS. They are telling us that find the value of CS. For that I will need again that uh, and here I can measure it in this way. Let us measure it from this, and that if you can see it very precisely, that is 1.9. So you can see that CS is equal to 1.9 centimeter. When it is double, just like we made half of it, so it will be uh, 3.8 something. So the actual answer will be 3.8 centimeter when we double it. So that was the whole story about question number 9. Now we are turning our focus to question number 10, and it is exactly the same with a few differences. Question number 10 is saying construct triangle PQR such that PQ is equal to 9.5. So we have to take, instead of 9.5, as 4.75. 9.5 is given to us. We have to make it half. So for that I am taking this as 4.75. 4 point, this is 6, 7 and half till this. These are the smaller thing that will, if you are not taking it precisely, so it will be creating problem. Let me label it as P and Q, and we took it as 4.75. So I am writing 4.75 0.75 centimeter. Next, they are telling us that uh, PR is equal to 8.5. So if we are making it half, then we will take 4.25. So let me open this as 4.25. 4.2, this is 2, and it will be a bit in the middle like this. Okay, you have to take it fully because the instrument with you are manual, so they can take all these values. So let me lock it in. First of all, I have 2 PQ, that was 9.5, PR is 8, so PR will be from here. And then you have to draw an arc here. You have to draw an arc here. Draw it longer one. So next they are saying that QR will be 9.8. So again we have to take the half of 9.8. Let us take the half of 9.8, and that is equal to 4.9. So let me open this 4.9, and that is something here. Let me make it lock, and then from here we have to take this, and let us draw an arc. From both the sides we will draw a straight line. One is from here and one is from here. Now you have to label the first one as we did, and this one we took as 4.9. So this is 4.9 centimeter, and the other one was I forgot what was the value of that because I not wrote at the correct time. Let me calculate it again. So 8.5 divided by 2 is 4.25. So that was 4.25 centimeter. Now the question is saying measure and write down the size of the angle facing the shortest side. Again they are saying, so which one is the shortest? That is 4.25, and this side is facing, this angle is facing to the shortest side, so that is why we have to measure this. And let me bring this and measure the angle, and that is 52 degree. Now you don't have to take the angle as smaller one, so we are writing this is the 52 degree. As we are taking half of the sides, angle must be the same. If it is a larger one or smaller, you don't have to take, if it is 60 then 30. No, the angle must be the same. You don't have to make it half. So that is 52 degree in this particular case. Let me label it as C. Now the second part is saying construct the perpendicular bisector of QR. So Q, this is not C, this is R. so we are taking it as r and qr. So we have to take the angle bisector. Let me take the angle. Before you have to lock it and make a longer uh, arc, because you don't know that where they will cut each other. So you have to, because if it was small then you can erase the extra space, but first you have to take a larger one. A larger one, you can see that if you are not that much familiar with this software, then it will create problem for you. Now you have these things, and from here I am drawing a perpendicular line, which is this one, and they are intersecting it by point T. Let me take this as point T. Now the question is saying that measure the measure and write down the length of QT. So we have to find QT. For that we have to bring this here, because we have to make arrangement. Now manually if you are working, that is absolutely perfect, but when you are doing it in digital way, then it will not be that much easy. So let us say that we are taking it as, if I am not wrong, so it is almost equal to 2.5. It is equal to 2.5. This QT is equal to 5, 2.5. So it will be almost, uh, let me write QT is equal to 2.5 centimeter. When you double it, it will be 5 centimeters. So if it is 4.9 or 5.1 or 5.2 or 4.8, then it is okay, because the instrument are not that much precise with us. So this was the whole story about question number 10. Now let us turn our focus to question number 11. Construct triangle PQR such that PQ is equal to 8.8. And here we have to draw a line 8.8. Let me first make it a bit smaller one. So from here we are drawing 4.4. Now you can see that the line is very sharp, and similarly when we were doing the CIE training, they told us that the pencil should not be that much blunt or nor that much sharp that it tear the paper. So it should be in the middle. Okay, because we are constructing PQR, so I am writing here P and this is Q, and let me write it 4.4 centimeter. Our next job is that PR should be 9.2. Again 9.2 will be half, so we will get 4.6. So let us draw PR, and that will be PR 4.6, and it will be somewhere here. Let me lock it. So PR is 9.2, and you have to put the tip here and move this, and again I am reminding you that it should be a large arc, because you don't know that whether the second one will cut at a particular place or not. So the second is 10.4, which will be 5.4. So let us open this as, yes, and it is 10.4, so 5.2 we have to open it, and it must be somewhere here. Then lock it, remove the, and then bring this. Now you see that it is cutting here, but if it was not larger, then we won't be able to draw that correctly. Now I have to draw a line from here and from here. The first line we the next line we drew is 4 point, that was 4.6, which was this one. So 4.6 centimeter, and this was 5.2 centimeter. Now let's move further. The first part is saying measure and write down the size of the angle facing the longest side. Now here the longest side is 5.2, and the angle facing is this one. So for that we have to bring this protector, put it here, and with me, to be very much precise, that is equal to 71. Let us write it really, and that is 71. So with me this angle is 71. Now whatever angle you are having, you have to write. Your job is to learn how to solve these questions. If the line is 10.4 or 5.2, it doesn't matter. Understand the things. Okay, now the next part, second part, is saying that construct the angle bisector of PQR. So let us construct the angle bisector here. Now first of all I have to draw a small arc here, and the second arc here, put first one in this, and again I am reminding that this arc should be larger one, because in advance we don't know that where that will intersect each other. So whenever they are intersecting each other, then you can erase the extra part. Now next job is to draw a line from here cutting that arc. No, it is not that much perfect. So let me draw it again. So now it is correct. So they are saying that it will cut it with T. So let us say that this point is T, and let us label it with T. Now the question is saying that measure the PT, the length of PT. Let me first write that this is R. So PT is the length from here to here, and for that I will need the scale. So here is the thing you have to be a bit precise. If you are not making it precise, then you will not get the correct answer. Okay, here I have 2.1, might be with you 2.2 or 3.9. So I am writing that PT is equal to 2.1. When it is double, then it will become 4.2. So the answer will be nearer to those two part. Question number 12 is saying that first of all, construct triangle XYZ such that XY is equal to this one. So now we are in a position to take all the values with our instrument. No need to reduce it because there is 8 centimeter and we can take these 8 centimeter from here. But let me first make these line precise. So first of all we have to take 8 centimeter, and then we have to label it as X and Y and write that it is 8 centimeter. Now at the second part they are saying that XYZ should be of 55 degree. So let us draw a line of 55 degree which will be somewhere here. Let us draw a line from here which will pass from this position. Okay, now we have to label it as 55 degree, and secondly we have to draw what another angle, and that angle is yxz, and that will be equal to 64 degree. So here no problem, we have to write 64 degree and it will be somewhere here. Let us remove this protector and draw a straight line which is passing through that point, and that is, so let us make this a z1. Now this angle is what? This angle is 64 degree, and we are drawing it as it is. No reduction in the size because those angles and lines were in our range. Now the first part is saying measure and write down the length of XZ. So first of all we have to measure XZ as the line. So that is exactly, I think, 6. So I am writing this to be 6 centimeter. Let me remove this and then write 6 centimeter. Okay, that was the first part, that xz is equal to 6 centimeter. The second part is saying construct the perpendicular bisector of YZ. Let's do that as well. YZ perpendicular bisector. So I am putting the sharp side here and then I am locking it and drawing an arc here and here is well. So let's do that, and then we have to put the line here and draw an arc. Then again we have to put the sharp edge here and draw another arc. Remove this and draw a straight line cutting this and produce it, so that it is saying that it is cutting that u at u point. So let me write that this is u point. Now the question is saying that measure ui. So we have to measure this ui, as you can see, and here I have to make this arrangement for ui, and let us see that whether it is aligned or not. So if it is not moving further, you can see that it is still here. So we have to press this down arrow key, and from this side then we can measure it, and it is equal to 7.3 with me. So it is yu is equal to 7.3 centimeter, and that is the nearest one. Ladies and gentlemen, the time is not allowing me to move further. You have to do practice on these questions and let me know that if you are having any problem, then you can tell me in the comment section. Okay, thank you for your time. Have a nice time. Allah Hafiz.